Hi everyone, I wanted to take a moment before we jump into early access in what is going to be a few hours. Maybe you're watching this video after early access has gone up. In any case, I wanted to share with you what that means, some of the questions you might have. I want to give you answers and also a bunch of other exciting stuff. So let's get to it. So one of the big questions we get is, what does early access mean? And for us, it means that we get an opportunity to get players into the game before we otherwise would, and we get to make effectively a better game because we want to make it based on player feedback. That's something that we're really passionate about, and we've seen works really well for the type of game that we're creating. So you'll be able to pick up Fellowship for $25 on Steam. Actually, in the first week, we are going to do a 10% price reduction. So there's really never a better time to jump into Fellowship than right now. We've said that a full release might be around 6 months away, but as we've already alluded to before, we're really passionate about player feedback. So we're not hard committed to that 6-month date. We really just want to listen to what you have to say about our game and adjust accordingly. So there might be some features that we absolutely need to include, and we'll adjust the plan. But as always, you'll get all the transparency that we can absolutely provide you as we move forward in early access. So if there are adjustments, we will let you know. With feedback being so important to Fellowship and making the best version of the game that we possibly can, there are a couple of ways that I would urge you to give that feedback. You can do it in-game. There's an icon actually down in the bottom left of the UI that you can use to give feedback while you still have the game open, which is fantastic. That comes straight to the dev team. And always our Discord is a great place to give feedback as well. I'll leave a link down below if you haven't joined our server just yet. So when can you play Fellowship? I'm actually recording this and it looks like it's about 16 hours from where I am now. What does that mean for you around the world? Thankfully, we have a map that can show you all of the local times. So just take a look here at what is the closest to you. And I'm very, very glad that the team were able to include New Zealand on the map because we always get left out. Not fair. Another really big exciting thing for us is to be able to offer supporters packs to players, which have a bunch of really cool skins that you'll be able to use. And those will be available as soon as early access goes live. Now, while we're taking a look at some of these beautiful outfits and mounts, there are a few things I want to explain just to clarify things. So if you choose to support the game by buying some of these, you know exactly what you are getting yourself in for. It's worth noting that these are actually exclusive recolors of outfits that will be later added to Fellowship as part of our monetized cosmetics that we'll be supporting later on down the track. Just wanted to make that absolutely clear so there are no surprises. We've actually seen some people picking up that there are similarities between a few of the sets thematically between some of the heroes. That's actually a really great observation because what we are doing is creating visual themes that will go across all of the heroes. So if you see something you like in here and wonder, well, what would this look like for Mako's version of the set? You'll be able to find out very, very soon. If you're interested in purchasing any of these, I'll leave links below so you can go straight to Steam and pick those up if that's something you're into. Though I don't actually have them yet because everything's happening so fast, but if they aren't down in the description below, they will be there very, very soon. So if they aren't, just check back and they will be there. All right, so more shiny things to collect. We have Twitch drops that should be working as soon as the servers go live for everyone. For anyone that is looking to farm these drops, you will just need to go and watch someone streaming Fellowship. As long as they have drops enabled, you will start to earn that watch time. If you watch 15 minutes, you'll get the Observer's Plate Mail for Helena. If you watch for 30, you'll get the Seeker's Remnant Armor Skin for Sylvie. And for watching an hour, you'll get Ilarian's Sky Gazer's Regalia. And then if you watch for 2 hours, you will get the Scryer's Warhorse. All of these are fantastically purple, of course, and we really, really hope you enjoy them. You will need to have linked your Twitch and Arc Games account to make sure that you are eligible to get those. And we actually have a web page that you can go through all of the steps and make sure that you have everything lined up so you don't miss out. Again, I'll leave a link below so you have absolutely all the information you need. Now for creators, it should be very, very simple. As long as you have Twitch drops enabled on your account, it should just work straight out of the box. I think the campaign should be pushed live very, very soon if it isn't already, and you'll see it in the list of open campaigns. So don't do anything, I don't think. But if you want to check, look at the campaigns in your Twitch dashboard and just verify that it's all working for you. Some of you might remember the exclusive mount we offered during Steam Nextfest, and I mean, I know a lot of you do, not some. So many people have been asking about it on Discord, but the amount that you got rewarded for completing a +5 in time should be showing up for you at early access launch. I'm 99.99% sure. We've got everything working on our side, so fingers crossed it comes through to you with no problems. The other question we get a lot, and still related to Steam Nextfest, is will I get the Sir Bombastic mount that was awarded for completing a +15 in time? And no, that was never going to carry over. I feel like we were very clear about that, but I just want to make it expressly clear now. Sir Bombastic will not be granted to you for having done that back in Steam Nextfest, but there are ways, and he still does exist. So make sure you check out in-game how to get that mount, because I know that was a fan favorite. All right, to wrap this all up, I just wanted to speed run a few of the frequently asked questions that we're getting all across the board. The first one being patch notes. Will there be patch notes between the open beta and early access? Actually, there won't be. We've just been making such giant changes to the game that it's better for us to start fresh. Those patch notes, I don't think, would have been very meaningful anyway. And also, to be honest, we've been just super busy making sure that we get early access ready. But expect that we'll be giving you regular patch notes once we get into that early access phase. I did see a question about GeForce Now, and actually I am happy to say that it will be supported. The one thing to note is that Fellowship, if it requires any sort of patching as soon as the servers go up, that might lag behind a little bit on the GeForce Now side. I think they have to do some things to get everything up and running, and sometimes they can lag a little bit behind, other platforms, but it will be there. So for all intents and purposes, Fellowship on GeForce Now, yes. I also wanted to point out a bunch of the press previews that I've been doing with the team over the past few weeks, the things that I've been getting up for at 5 in the morning and just been running and doing interviews all day. It's been awesome. And now you're starting to see a bunch of those articles come out. If you're here, you probably know a bunch of that information already, but you might be picking up some other things. So there's all sorts of cool stuff that you're just going to be seeing online. Lots more Fellowship everywhere, which I'm really excited about. What we'll also do is be curating a bunch of that over on Discord. So if you go to the featured content channel, there'll just be a whole list of stuff for you to read and watch and check out. So hopefully you enjoy that. Okay, with names in Fellowship, we've also seen that people have been wondering, when I log in, is it going to use my Steam name or do I pick one? So what you will do is when you first start up Fellowship, you will choose your own name. That won't need to be completely unique. We are doing things on our side to check for offensive names and all those sorts of things. So just choose a good name. Be fun, be nice. You know what I mean. I don't want to have to be angry. I don't like being angry. It doesn't feel right. So I don't want to have to track those people down. Just be cool. We've also got some really exciting sponsored content we've been working on with our partners. So if you've been around, you might know that we've been working with Method, and there's some guides that have already started coming out from them. So definitely go and check out their channel. We have some really exciting streams that Team Liquid are actually going to be doing over on Twitch. So I think that's going to be really exciting for a bunch of people. There are so many exciting creators that we're working with, and it's such a joy to be doing it because they are excited about the game. It's so nice to be in that position where we can celebrate this really awesome time for Fellowship together. So just keep your eyes open. There's going to be a lot of great stuff happening. Now this one's a little bit personal for me, and I implore you, just hear me out for 1 second. I know it can be really, really difficult, especially when you're enjoying a game as much as I know that you're going to enjoy Fellowship. It can be really hard to step away and just take a moment to write a positive review, but I know that I would really appreciate it, the team would as well, and to be honest, it's probably one of the best things you can do to help us spread the word about Fellowship. Steam really loves it when they see players leaving a positive review for a game, and it's honestly huge for us in terms of discoverability. The calculation should be, I'm enjoying this game. If I leave a positive review, more people will see it, more people will buy the game. We can do more Fellowship. That's the whole thing. So if you can, we'd really appreciate it. Actually, my original plan for this video was to end the whole thing by showing you all of the things that the team have been doing between open beta and early access that have now made their way into the game. But to be honest, we showed all that in the stream that we did a couple of days ago where we showed off Alarian for the first time. And there's, a bunch of questions and answers that we gave during that. So if you haven't yet, you can go and check that out. I'll leave a link to that again below. There's also just so much content that's coming out about Fellowship right now all across the internet. We're going to collect that up on the featured content channel over on Discord, but you're going to have a lot to read and a lot to watch. Also, if you are up early tomorrow morning, or actually tomorrow morning early for me, reasonable times for other parts of the world, but if you're going to be online during the servers going live, I'm going to be over on our own Twitch channel. So just head over to our official Twitch channel and I will be there talking through everything that's going on. Hopefully everything's very smooth. But this is the world of online games, and sometimes that's not the case. With whatever happens, we'll be there to kind of just talk through it, and we will see you then. All right, can't wait. Let's go.